in our exposed weakness, our limits are exposed by the trials we face. We learn what are the delimiting borders of our vocation, of our potential, of our calling in life, in which we are to live out God's will. If you look at a river, it runs very fast, right? Oftentimes it's rapidly and powerful. It wears down the rocks. And the river runs swift and powerful and clean because it has sharp edges that define it. The river didn't start running fast all of a sudden. Over the course of decades, it formed this bed, and the rocks have conformed to the power of the water shearing its edges to now make the river flow more quickly. Without this riverbed, the sharp edges, it would diffuse into murky swamp filled with deadly, probably poisonous creatures. So you see, the limit are the rocks of the water's expanses. And the water constantly pressing against those limits enables it to move more quickly over time. But we have to discern what are the crosses that God wants us to embrace in life, in the present. The crosses of the past we necessarily embrace. We have to. Because they're given to us by God's providence, even if it's through our own goodwill or bad will. They're nonetheless a result of God's providence. But in the present, we have to pray for discernment. To discern, there was a prayer, I think it was by a man named Reinhold Niebuhr, when something like, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. That's discernment. God, grant me courage to change the things I can. That's discernment. And God, grant me wisdom to know the difference. That's discernment. So we are to avail ourselves of the grace of God that is right at our fingertips today. Don't look in the past and meditate on it to the point of depression, but rather look at it through modern lenses, through the work of grace in you today that is availing itself of all past, good and bad, in order to make you that perfect masterpiece that God has intended from all eternity.